sharing with you how to train to maximize your results in terms of building muscle, losing fat, and transforming your body for all my women out there. Whether you're starting out, you taking a break from training because you were sick or had an injury, maybe you're an advanced athlete, or even if you're hitting perimenopause or even postmenopause, the truth is what worked in one phase of your life may not work now, and you may be training so hard but not seeing results, and that's what I want to cover today. So I'm going to break it into 4 key parts. I'm going to break it up into each cycle of our life, how to train to maximize your results, and then stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be sharing with you, well, let's just say I made something free to help you guys with your gut, your hormones, and aiding in weight loss. So stay tuned to the end. And a side little backstory on me, if you guys are new to following me, I was almost 200 pounds at age 13. I got down to 90 pounds with an eating disorder. I actually spent 5 years bulking up, back up to 180, eating up to 6,000 calories a day, powerlifting, and then I actually cut 50 pounds in 9 months, but I did it in a way that is sustainable so that I'm able to maintain my lean physique year round. And my expertise is literally women 35 plus with thyroid issues, Hashimoto's going on, we got gut issues, and we find a sustainable balance. So let's go right into it. Training for beginners. When you're just starting out a training program, so let's dive right into it. So training for beginners. When we're new to lifting, we have something called newbie gains. You could actually probably be lifting a 5-pound dumbbell, but because we weren't doing too much prior, your body's like, this is such a new stimulus. And if we add a little bit of protein in there too, you actually start seeing those results pretty fast. One big thing we don't want to do as a beginner lifter is go and try to kind of hit PRs and push till failure at every single set. Because when we're just getting started on a fitness like new routine, what happens is we have our muscles, our tendons, and ligaments. And if we go very heavy, very fast, your muscles are going to get stronger faster than your tendons and ligaments, and you could actually get injury. The second key thing we want to focus on when it comes to beginners and lifting is we don't need to go from, maybe not training at all or 1 day a week to training 7 days a week. I have a busy mom of 5 training 3 days a week, and she's down 27 pounds, built a ton of just lean muscle tissue. Her metabolism's so high, she's eating 1,000 calories more a day. So find that perfect volume that you could fit with your schedule, because if you think you need to train 7 days a week to get results and you're not doing much right now, you go and you hit these 7 days crazy hard, you're so sore that you just feel fatigued, run down, and like you don't want to move, that is not motivating, and that is not going to make you want to go back to the gym. So a little outline for my beginners, we want to focus on form over ego lifting, slowly building up our strength so that we're building our strength with our muscles, tendons, and ligaments so that we're not going too hard, too fast, and getting injury. And then also finding that perfect split to where we don't need to train 7 days a week to see the results. Start off with 2 or 3 days a week, get enough volume in on the muscle fibers so you're able to see results, but also do something that's going to fit your schedule, something you can be consistent with, because if you're consistent with 2 or 3 days a week versus going 1 week all out, you're going to see better results over here. Now, we're going to go into the second phase, which is people that are dealing with injuries or sickness. If you were coming from prior a sickness, you may feel like I am coming back to my strength training and I feel so weak, I feel like I lost all my muscle. Completely not true. The truth is when you're going through a sickness or you take a period off, number one, you're probably, if you're going through a sickness, you're not eating a lot of food, you kind of feel fatigued, your body's going through a big stressor, so you're depleted. If you get on point with your nutrition, you start getting your carbohydrates in for a week and you get your sleep on point and proper hydration, maybe some electrolytes, coconut water, you're actually gonna have more energy back and you're gonna start feeling stronger in the gym. So it's just probably you're on that depleted side. So if we're coming back back from like an illness, we never want to just go all in and push ourselves. We want to take that period to really rest, recover from our illness. Always talk with your doctor. I'm not here for medical advice, guys. I'm just sharing with you everything that I learned on my journey. But we want to heal, we want to recover, because if we recover versus pushing ourselves to go to the gym when we're sick, you're actually going to have more strength and a better effective workout. That's just facts. Hydration, nutrition, and then wean yourself back into your workout, starting off maybe the first few days at around 50%, then working up like 60% what you normally lift, then 70, as that energy goes back up and your muscle glycogen stores start to full. Now, if we coming from an injury, this is the key. We have to look at it as I had an imbalance, how do I become stronger? Not what is wrong with me and how can I just get my fast fix. So an example is I actually completely tore my shoulder, my labrum, gosh, a few years ago. I rehabbed it back myself. I didn't do surgery. I am back to overhead pressing, pain-free now. But when I did have that injury and I got cleared to lift, when I came back to my strength training, I was like, okay, upper body, I had this injury. What can I do to stabilize this shoulder, make it so resilient that it is strong, it is stable, it is not injury prone anymore, correct the imbalances that I had leading to this injury, as well as, I can train lower body, what can I do? So when we're coming back from an injury, you always need to get clearance from your doctor, figure out what you can do. I have people come with me with hip issues and knee issues. I customize all of their programs to them for my whole body 90-day transformation. And it's about, we want to correct the imbalances and look at our training a different way when we are coming back from an injury, so that we don't further get injuries and we can continue on our progress, building muscle, losing fat, and having this body transformation. Awesome. So I got two more for you. Make sure to stay tuned to the end, because I saved the best for last in terms of I got a freebie for you. So the third is my advanced lifters, because like I said, when we're new to lifting, we can almost do anything, guys. We're like, we're doing nothing, and then we add in a little bit of strength and protein and we start seeing results. But that doesn't just continue to give you results. The deeper you get into your lifting journey, it becomes harder to see those results, So what I like to do, an example is a client of mine came to me, D1 athlete, she's training so hard. She's like, Elizabeth, I've been doing this whole thing for years. I ain't seeing results anymore. So I look at things as, okay, what is a new stimulus that we could add in for growth? So I change things with our tension, the time under tension that our muscles in, our tempo of our reps. I could add in things like static holds or pause rep sets. These basically create a different stimulus in our training, other than just looking at reps and sets, for advanced athletes to overcome plateaus, maximize your results, and continue to see progress when, you could only lift so heavy for a lateral raise. You can't do 60-pound laterals if for a girl out here, or else I don't know, you are special. Send me over that video if you can do that. But, we could add in things like static holds. So we, if we can't go heavier, we could still get more stimulus and breakdown of that muscle cells. I have women losing over 27 pounds, eating 1,000 calories more a day, training 3 days a week from home. And it's about, this beauty's 64 years old, guys. She's down 5 pounds using these techniques that I'm about to tell you. That's the mom. She's down 27 pounds now. I need to update that. And all of these beauties either have had a hysterectomy, they have thyroid issues or autoimmune issues. And the doctor said, you know what, you're too old. You need to do HRT and you cannot lose the weight. They're all eating more food, doing it in a sustainable way, and transforming their body. And this is the key, guys. And if you need help, go in the description below. I have everything for my whole body transformation program. My next one is in July, but I am taking calls now to see if we're that perfect fit. In terms of my women, if you are hitting 38, you need to hear this, because you could hit perimenopause as early as 38 and it could go all the way up for around 10 years. And menopause is just one day, but perimenopause can be up to 10 years, and you're having a change in your hormones, your estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. You are losing muscle at a rate of 40 to 50% faster. So if you go and you're trying to cut your carbs, you're trying the intermittent fasting, you're doing more cardio, you may feel like you're run down, you got chronic cravings, you're not sleeping good, you feel inflamed, you got that stubborn belly fat. My area of expertise is literally women over 30 Perimenopause, postmenopause, hysterectomy, thyroid, and gut issues. Because what used to work doesn't work anymore. And a few key tips for you guys. One big area we need to focus on is we need strength training. So like I mentioned, when we're actually hitting this perimenopause and menopause, it's not as simple as, okay, everyone do this one fits all approach. Everybody's body is different. So for example, if a client came to me and they were in peri and postmenopause, but they were more a beginner, they hadn't been training for a while, and they had injuries, I would create that program to build the strength in the injury. We would want to be slowly building up the strength, figuring out the right plan of action with how many days a week would fit with their busy lifestyle too, and that enough demand so they're able to build muscle and have their metabolism increase in perimenopause. So everybody is individualized. That's how I do it with my clients. But my big thing is when we're going in perimenopause, we need to really make sure we are getting the strength training in so we're able to build the lean muscle mass. Also, we want to focus on at the same time the nutrition aspect, getting enough protein. But remember, you're not what you eat, you are what you absorbed. And as we get older, we have changes in our stomach acid that denatures the protein. So we have to look at the quality of protein, our gut health too, and making sure we're getting enough of that strength training and then our sleep and our recovery. So for my peri and postmenopause woman, I would say my two biggest tips is we got to look at our nutrition, and we want to make sure we're getting enough of that strength training and the demand on our body versus looking at, okay, what can I do to get my calories lower? What can I do to be adding in more fasting or creating another extreme to my diet? We want to look at what are the small shifts we can make to really start doing exactly what's happening. It's we're losing muscle at a faster rate, our metabolism slowing down because we're not eating enough food, and then we're adding these additional stressors that are throwing off our thyroid and our hormones. So what can we do to balance them out? And this is specifically what I work with my clients for my 90-day whole body challenge. So if you guys found this helpful today, I created a freebie for you. When I started my journey, the nutrition part was the hardest. And I know so many of you say, smoothies don't fill me up. Mine do. So I created a free smoothie ebook, high in protein, to help aid in weight loss, great for your gut, your hormones. It is in the description of the video below.